Welcome to the very first edition of Thoughts from the Well. I know, you're thinking, that is an adorable name. We thought of it ourselves.
No.
Anyway, you know us, we are Angie and Mariah Wade, of course, and we are from Zion's Well. You have to check us out online, check us out in person. We're out in Prairieville. I know what you're thinking. What is Prairieville? Is that where Laura Ingalls lives? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know all the neighbors. There's like 4 neighbors.
We've only met one.
He seems really nice. Well, 2. They were both really nice. Anyway, that's not what's important.
No.
Prairieville is a little town outside of Dixon, in between Sterling. If you know where the Midway Drive-In is, then you know exactly where we are.
Right.
So today, we are doing something different. We thought, you know what? We have all of this time and opportunity that we can be doing things online, and we probably should. So we came up with this. Thoughts from the Well. And today's thought is going to come out of the book of Joel, and it is verse 3, chapter 10. And it is, let the weak say, I am strong. I know what you're thinking. Right. Let the weak say, I am strong. Everybody knows this verse. There is a song about it.
Never heard the song.
And now let the weak say, I am strong.
Don't know it.
Let the poor say, I am rich because of what the Lord has done for us.
Still don't know it.
You know
Thanks for the song break.
That's because the song is like from late 80s, early 90s or something, and you weren't born yet. But there's some people that are going to watch this, and they're going to be like, oh, that was my jam.
No one's going to watch that.
Oh, no, trust me.
Okay.
No, that was a big hit. She doesn't. Anyway, so let the weak say that I am strong. And I think a lot of times we get what God is wanting us to do confused with positive thinking.
Right.
It's not positive thinking. It is positive, and you should think it. But really what it is we are claiming the Word of God. And the Word of God says that in our weakness, God's strength is made perfect. So I know that a lot of times when we get into those situations where we are sad or sick, right, or depressed or broke, lonely, we can give ourselves identity statements.
Even like when people say we're something, we'll just claim it.
That's true. A lot of times the labels and identities we give ourselves aren't even from us. No. They aren't from our words. They are labels and identities that other people have tried to impress on us. But if it's not in the Word of God, and the Word of God doesn't say that's what you are, then you are not that thing.
Right.
So what are some identity statements that people put on themselves that are passing situations, not who you are as a person? Like, who you are as a person can be good-hearted. That is somebody that you are. That isn't something that is temporary. So what are some temporary things that people say about themselves?
Like being stupid.
Yes. How many times?
If you fail like a test or something.
Yes. I hear people, young people, old people, all ages, everybody like, oh, I'm just so stupid. But that is an identity that you're putting on yourself, that you're not stupid just because you didn't know something or you made a mistake. Those are temporary situations and not things that are lasting. I feel like we should try harder to, number one, renew our minds.
Right.
And cast down the imagination. And even in the moments when you feel weak or you feel sick or you feel like you cannot go on, you remind yourself that the Word of God says you are strong.
Which I feel like that's even hard to do.
Absolutely.
Like, just to like get out of the slump.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah, it's easier to sit there and stay.
Absolutely.
So when we're weak and overwhelmed.
All right. When we're weak and overwhelmed, I feel like sometimes we get overwhelmed in the moments that we're weak because we are looking at what's in front of us, not necessarily with the right vantage point. We are looking at the long road and the big
Right.
journey in front of us. The saying is, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. We get overwhelmed because we look at all that we need to do and all of the things in our lives that we want to change, and we look at it all at once, when all we really have to decide is, what is the next right step?
Yes.
You don't have to know the next 12 steps. You don't have to know the next half a dozen or 20 choices that you need to make to get to where you need to go. You just need to decide what the next one right step is. And I promise, if you walk in that direction, you will get
Right.
to where you need to be.
Honestly, when you take that one next right step, it makes the next 12 smooth
Easier.
sailing. Yeah.
It makes it easier. That's true. Because
Because you get over it and you learn the lesson from it
Yes.
to continue on.
And the more you do something, the easier it becomes, whether
Right.
it's a good thing or a bad thing. So if you fill your mind with negative thoughts over and over and over, it's going to get easier to believe the negative things you tell
Right.
yourself. If you fill your mind with positive thoughts and the things that are, I am strong, that I am a child of God, that I am good enough and I can do this, it's going to get easier to believe those things.
Right.
So I want you to remember this week, as you go on about your business, that in everything you face, no matter what it might be, you are a child of God. You are strong enough, you are seen, and you are heard. And nothing that comes to you, nothing that gets put in front of you, can defeat you as long as you keep your focus, number one, on God and in His Word. Fill yourself up with the Word of God and keep your mind on Him. Don't forget to say your prayers and wash your hands, because germs and Jesus are everywhere. Until the next time, we are Angie and Mariah, and this has been Thoughts from the Well.